Hello, everybody. Welcome to ERL Eclipse Racing League F1. This is the Wolfgang tier of our ERL F1 series. This is also preseason. We have one more preseason race for the season, and then we will kick it off with Spain. This week is Silverstone reverse. So a little bit of a curveball thrown in there. Still a preseason race. Ironing out the kinks and getting things set up how you want to exactly and getting used to the new game. I'm your host for the day, the guy bringing you all the action on track. I am Smack Attack Mac, and I will be here throughout the whole entire season for y'all, bringing you all the action the best that I can in the most enthusiastic way that I can. Glad to be here with everybody. Can't wait for this. Here we go. We're getting cars pulling out on track. It's gonna be a good one. He's starting off with Chunky out. Who's going out first? Oh, JM 1999. Sorry about that. I was still talking in game. They could hear me. I did not realize that. I'm not trying to be that big of a distraction. Anyway, we are out here with JM99. He was the first one to pull out on track. Behind him is another Alpine in Neil. And then behind him we have a Haas car. That is JR Elliott. Behind him we got a Williams. Or excuse me, a Red Bull LLCC. Behind that we got another Haas. Shade. I'm going to call him Shade. I don't know how you say that, but Shade is what I'm going with. We got Coast to Sar out here. New names for me to get right, but I'll get them all there here eventually. I think James going to be our first guy across the line. He sure is. He's the first guy on a hot lap, so here we go with him. Going to stick with him for just a moment. Get his hot lap out here and see how he's going to do. And I dropped my phone. White JR Elliott is right behind him. He's in front of him, actually. Excuse me. Neil is in front up there. LLCC on a hot lap out here, getting it done. Welcome to the stream. I am Smack Attack Mac. I will be bringing you all the action today. I am excited about it. Glad to be here. Riding on board with LLCC real quick. Excuse me while I fix my picture settings, because I don't like the color of my screen right now. There we go, that's better. As we stick on board with LLCC for a second. I think our first guy across the line is going to be JM99. JM 1999 heading towards the line. How's he going to do? Kind of like caution in Sector 2. Kind of lap is he going to put down? Started off with a 131.049 behind him. Chunky's on out lap. Couch is on out lap. Neil across the line with a 128.1. Setting that bar kind of high. Good job, Neil. Haas, JR Elliott comes across the line, 127.7. We got LLCC back here heading towards the line as well. And behind him is Shea, the right, real close. LLCC with a 128.6 and Shea with 128.6. So 127.7 still the bar to beat. Coming to the line now is Gavin. He's at a 128.5, doing a good job there. Right behind him looked to be L. Stewart. Sits at 128.3. We got Brian. He's on an outlap here. Back on board with Brian. Bouncing around the grid here. JM 1999 heading to the lineup here. We got Chunky not far behind on his first hot lap. He's riding close behind that Alpine of Neil, I believe. JM 1999 still holds his second place. Chunky comes to the line. Not setting a lap that time. Behind him and Aston Martin, I Ate Your Couch. They're on a hot lap this time for sure. 27.733 for Elliott. Still the benchmark to beat. We got an AMG heading up here. Man's Not Bob on outlap. L. Stewart heading back to the line. I think he's going to hop in the pits here. Caution in sector 2 and 3. People letting people by. Costa Star with 129.4. Good job. We do have Nozem on an outlap. We've got Brian heading up to the line for his lap. And Williams, hopefully it's going to stick for him this time. He's going to get an actual lap and it counts. We'll ride with him for just a second. Then we'll hop to Chunky and see how he's doing. Panda's out here on an outlap. He crosses the line with a 134.9. Chunky coming to the line next. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Chunky sets a 128.5. And Couch comes in with a 129.4. Behind him, another Haas car. It was White, JR Elliott. We've got Panda back here on his outlap. Getting it done. Ooh, look at Panda. Caution in sector 1. That's a Haas car going slow. I believe that would be White, JR Elliott cruising it. Behind somebody. Ralph is on a hot lap. Nozem's coming to the line. Gavin's heading the line on a fast lap. 128.1 for Gavin. Nozem's going to hit the line next. This is the Silverstone reverse, sir. This is the live stream of that today. It's happening right now. The other race, the other tier, I am not sure. Nozem comes across the line with a 132.7. Panda heading up here to the line now. May not have a viable lap, I'm not sure. I think Chunky's going to hit the line next. This is the Wolfgang tier. I am not sure if the other tier is being streamed. Maybe on Twitch. Panda still has to cross the line. He'll be here in just a moment. Here he goes, and he goes in the pits. And says, no, I will not set a qualifier lap. I will take one in a moment. So he is not setting a lap yet. No lap for Panda yet. No lap for JH Racing yet. Jake and Panda both qualifier lists so far. Both Ferraris have not set a lap. I am not a Texan. but I am from the southeast of the United States of America. Yes, sir, I am. I am your commentator. I am Smack Attack Mac, and I am happy to be here with you. I will be here for every race. I hope you understand me nice and clear. And my voice is good enough for your ears. It may be on Twitch, though. You should go check. I am not for sure. Shade coming to the line right now. How's he going to lay a lap down? How's it going to do? It's an outlap. Behind him, outlap for JM 1999 with a 127.8, still sitting in second place. So far, we got two Alpines on the pole of qualifying, rocking it out with that Haas car in first place. Not what you normally see, but hey, you know, the game with level playing fields sure does shake it up, and I like it. Makes for good racing. These guys are doing a good job so far, figuring the track out, getting it figured out just right, getting the laps in and finding their lines just right. Situated, as you could say. Ralphie out here cooking, setting a good time down right now. Made a clean pass, didn't even trigger the yellows. Oh, going a little wide. Silverstone reverse is a bit tricky. Silverstone in general is a bit tricky, so reverse layout, even more so, throws your brain off. He's doing a good down, got that power down early. Looking like it could be a good lap for him, we'll see. Can he make it viable? Oh, goes deep into that turn there, but he controls it and keeps going. Caution in sector 2, does not affect him. He can keep pushing. He's going to dive in the pits. We're on board with Panda. We're on board with Jake. Jake going to rip around the track right here. He is on a hot lap. Will it be a viable lap for Jake? Taking that turn fast. Almost flat out. Good job dropping the gears quick. Holding that pedal to the floor in that Ferrari. Good job. Didn't lose it. Still flat out. Quickly downshifts and not hard on the brakes around the turn, but makes it smooth. Oh, as I say, that little bit of wiggle from him, but he's okay. We're going to stay on board with him right now and see how this lap ends out for him. Purple through that sector. Doing good so far for Jake. Can he pressure Elliott in first place? Can he take the pole? Here he goes, coming to the line now. Last little bit. Few curves and he's there. One more hard one. Left-hander. Hits that apex just right on the curbs outside. It does not count for him, so he must have went off somewhere at some point. He's back on another lap. Here we go. We'll hop back over here. Looks like I Ate Your Couch is on a good lap. He's in that Aston Martin. Oh, a little bit of slides there, but that rear end wants to come around. It doesn't come around. He controls it, but it did. I think the off-gas maneuver he did there was a little bit quick off the pedal and wanted to throw that rear end around on him there. Hits the apex nicely around that turn. Doesn't go too deep. Making it around the way. A couple curves left. Panda with a 129.6 sets a lap. Jake with a 129.2, excuse me. Couch with a 128.9. Does a good job to get himself a lap in there. Back on board with Jake now. How's Chunky doing? He's in the pits. Back on board with Jake. Closely followed. by Kostasar. They're both in the pits. So neither one actually sets a lap. Panda is through the grass and making that Ferrari an expensive lawnmower, but he does a great job to hold on to it and does not get himself any damage. So he doesn't have to worry about anything other than the lap being non-viable. Let's make sure he doesn't have any damage. I'm pretty positive. Maybe some undercarriage damage, but other than that, he should be fine. Seems to be okay. Tires are cleaned back off again, not dirty anymore. Brian's backing into the pits. The other Williams car is in the pits. Jarrett Elliott is out of the pits. We got Neil pulling in the pits. Stewart's in the pits. JM 1999's in the pits. Man's Not Bob's pulling in the pits. Gavin's pulling in the pits. Shade is in the pits. Chunky is coming out of the pits. We got a Haas car on track. That is JR Elliott. We got an Aston down here and knows him. Is he going to dive in the pits? No, he looks like he's going to hit a lap. Coming a little slow to the line, but it's still going to be one for him. He's a second slower than he was in his fastest, so I think that might be his qualifier finish. I'm not quite sure for him, but I think that might be the end of qualifier for Nozem. As J.R. Elliott still holds on to pole, doing a great job out here on his outlap now. Few cars with the last minute 45 to go of qualifying. They're going to try to get one more lap in at least. Maybe improve their positions for the start of this race. Glad you're all with me here today on this lovely Monday, whatever time, whatever place you are in this world. Hope you're having a good one and enjoying it. Glad you decided to come out and hang out with me and watch some racing. And I'm glad to be here on the Eclipse Racing League official YouTube channel. Chunky hitting the brakes hard and downshifting just right, getting around that corner, apexing it, and using all the track he needs to get himself smoothing through, slowing down a bit. I think he's giving the guy in front of him some space. Everybody on an outlap, it looks like. We got a hot track out here. People buzzing and getting it done. J.R. Elliott out here now, cooking on track. What can he lay down? Can he get himself an improvement? Can he take pole and raise it to a higher place? Can you take me higher? That's what JM would like to do. Sorry, I had to break out the creed there for a moment. As we get going around the track still, we are hopping through all the drivers. In the last 25 seconds to qualify, they got to get to the line, or this is it for a lot of people. We got maybe one person who's going to make 2 laps, and I don't think so, actually. Either get your lap in or don't. I think it's over for a lot of people, but we're going to see what it goes like. We're going to run through the list real fast here. J.R. Elliott's going to be the one to get it done. After him, it's going to be whatever else. Oh, man, I'm not sure if Panda's going to get a lap in. He does. He gets one more lap in before it's over with. Back to J.R. Elliott. Oh, Brian's out. Couch comes across the line with a 128.9. J.R. Elliott comes across the line with a 127.656, fastest lap of the session so far. Coming up is L. Stewart. What can he do? Can he improve on his time? Last chance for him, 127.5. He does. He takes pole away. Chunky's coming up to the line now. What can Chunky do? 128.6. Chunky moves up nowhere. He stays the same as he was before, but good lap from him anyway. The Alpine of JM 1999 comes across with 127.7, moves into third. Another Aston coming to the line. That would be Nozem with a 129.3. He does not improve on his time. Another Haas car coming up to the line here. That was Shade with a 128.9. Ralphie with a 128.8. Kostasar coming up. He looks like he's going to improve on his time with a 128.4. He does. He moves up to 8th position, knocking Chunky back one. We got Man's Not Bob coming up to the line. Where was the other? Gavin moves into second place with a 27.6 with a big jump on the board there. Jake moves up to 7th. Man's Not Bob does not improve on his time. Well, he does actually with 127.9, but he stays in 6th place. Jake is in 8th. Maybe there was a little bit of moving around there. I didn't see. Another Aston coming to the line real fast. That isn't I Ate Your Couch. He improves with 128.956. Hoskar coming to the line here. And it is over. What a hectic last little bit of qualifying we had there. Great job from everybody. I will give you a rundown of the exact final qualifying results. In first, we got L. Stewart. In second, Gavin. In third, J.R. Elliott. Fourth, JM 1999. Fifth, Neil 01. Sixth, Man's Not Bob. Seventh, Shade. Eighth, Jake, J7 Racing. Ninth, Coastasar. 10th, Chunky But Funky. 11th, Ralphie. 12th, LLCC. 13th, I Ate Your Couch. 14th, Knows Him, and I can't get the rest of the list to show up for me. But I'm not trying to leave anybody else out. Got down to 14th. We will see who's left in just a moment on the list. Give me the list. Give me the list. Please give me the list. I would like the list. Hey. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. It is rainy, dreary, and cloudy where I am at in the world. Hope you had sunshine and a wonderful day. Glad you're here with me. I'm ready to get this racing underway. We got 26 hot, fast laps at Silverstone Reverse coming at you with this ERL preseason F1 racing. Tell your friends about it. Get them over here to watch. Come hang out with me on a Monday. I sure enjoy being here. I hope you do too. They're getting their setups put in. They're getting their strategies figured out. Trying to put all the cards together. Get all their ducks in a row. And it's getting underway, folks. We're about to be green. 3, 2, 1, go! We are live at Silverstone for preseason of ERL F1. We got the full track map. We are switched up here. Who's on what tire? Who's doing what? We got L. Stewart immediately to the lead. Jumping back through the list here, we got a good little battle heating up with Jake and Man's Not Bob. Oh, somebody's wide. Chunky's wide. He does a little bit of collection service there, but he's okay. Everybody's okay, it seems. A sign got taken out. The sign's definitely not okay. It was a innocent bystander that definitely got obliterated, but it's all right. No one needed that sign anyway. L. Stewart hangs on. No yellows on track. Everybody's still moving. Everybody's still good. Couch may have had a hard start. Something happened here. Brian is off track, cutting through the twisties, but hanging on to it. Does he have damage? Is that what the deal is? Who's got damage? What's going on? We're looking like we're missing pieces of front wing off that Aston there. Chunky's definitely missing a piece of front wing. Aston's wide. Williams' car is wide. Ralphie's looking like he's got all of his car. Looking like a few people got into a little bit of a scuffle there in the beginning. But mainly everybody else is doing pretty good. Everybody's giving that respectful room and hanging on where they need to be. Taking different lines, though. That's where you're going to see the definite changes and strategy play out and who's doing what on what line, who's faster. Clearly right now L. Stewart's doing a great job running away with the race, but J.R. Elliott's right on his backside, and he's got ERS and DRS, and you know that, oh goodness, L. Stewart wide into turn 1. We've got some tire smoke back there, people locking up tires as well. Jake doing a great job moving his way to 7th place, and Panda to 11th, knows him up to 12th right now. We're going to see who's done what and changed where. Let's see how the beginning of this race started on lap 1, who did what and who fell where. So L. Stewart has not changed. He has stayed first place and done a good job taking off, got pole start, and ran away with it. J.R. Elliott's moved up one place since he started. Gavin Poynton moved down one since he started. Neil's moved up one. JM's moved down one. Jake has moved up two. Man's Not Bob moved down one. And Shade moved down one. Costa Star has not moved at all. Nosiv's moved up 4 spots from his start. LLCC has moved up 1, it seems. Ralphie has moved down 1. Panda's moved up 2. Chunky's fell down 4. Couches fell down 2. Brian has not moved since he started the race in position. But what a good start from everybody. Just a couple little mishaps in the beginning here, but we're okay. Looks like Panda may have had an incident, something going on back here. Hanging on to the back of the pack a little bit further back than I'd like to see him, but maybe he'll have to take himself a pit. Maybe something happened and got a little bit of a slide off track. Not sure. Jake doing a good job moving his way up. 2 spots from the jump here. Knows him. The best improvement of anybody from the start up 4 positions. Can he hold on to that? Looks like right now he may lose a spot to LLCC, but we will see. They're about to be in a battle. He goes wide, but Nosem does not. Holds on to it. Stays in the line. Does smoke those tires. Oh, LLCC with a wiggle. Like I said, dirty tires going off track there. Ralphie makes the pass cleanly. Ralphie going to move on away in that Red Bull Cash App car. Nosem in that Aston still nose down, rolling away with it. Costa Star in a land of his own, trying his best to catch up to Shade. Man's Not Bob a little ways behind. We saw another broken sign there. Somebody else blew another sign up. Signs are getting taken out. Vendetta against signs made a styrofoam. Oh, we got rear end action and front wing destruction on the Alpine destruction. Did you see that? Oh my goodness gracious, we got somebody off track hard back here. That would be Gavin spinning and hitting the wall. That'll be a caution. Can he avoid getting collected with anybody else? Can he make it back to the pit line? 3-second time penalty for JM 1999 for multiple warnings of crossing lines on track. Gavin's going to have to go fix up, as well as an Alpine of JM 1999, who also gets an insult to injury with a penalty on top of it. So rough stuff. A couple cars have to come in and get some work done. JM is out of the race, actually, folks. So JM did not make it back to that pit stop. Or something happened. I am not quite sure, but DNF for JM 1999. Sad to see that. Oh, we got sliding back here from Couch and Brian. Brian looking like he's having a rough time right now, but trying all he can. Another sign destroyed. That was LLCC destroying a sign. Like we said, there's a vendetta versus signs today, but hopefully he can get back to the pits without any more damage to himself. L. Stewart with a time penalty. Once again, that is rough stuff. Gavin is limping out of the pits, doing a good job. Made it back safely and cleanly. Chunky is ripping out the pits as well in 12th right now. He must have picked up a little bit more damage, but he's doing a good job getting back into the action. Hopefully can pick it up. He is 45 seconds behind the leader right now. I know he's probably pretty upset about that, but nothing you can do in these crazy tight races. You got to really hold on to it, and it makes it interesting and difficult with this damage like it is. Jake has moved himself into 4th place. That's 4 positions gained since the jump. Knows them in 8th has jumped 6. So those are our best. And look, a Panda has moved up 4 from the very beginning. And like I said, I thought he may have had some damage, but apparently not. He's just holding on and driving slow and steady and doing a great job figuring it out and getting it done. Up here in 1st place, we got Stewart, only with a little gap to Elliott behind him. Tire temperature wise, looking like Stewart's a little bit hotter than everybody, which would make sense because he's got nobody to draft from. Jake getting passed by Man's Not Bob right now on the outside, but Man's got the turn set up, and the next one hits those S's as Jake closes the gap down slowly. They're going to be battling here in these next couple laps. Jake's not going to let that go too easily. Kostasar not far behind either, running down that Haas car of Shade. I don't know the guy's name. I'm trying my best. Shade. He's doing a great job, though. He's moved himself up 1 spot. Coastal Stars moved himself too. Nozem not far off behind them. Few couple laps of those guys battling up there would have him maybe close enough to start a battle himself with somebody, but Ralphie's behind and hoping he can do the same thing and catch up to Nozem. LLCC back here, kind of in no man's land right now, but looking, you can see guys down the straight stretch, and seeing cars in the distance gives you something to work for and something to chase after. We got a car sideways, or maybe it was just tires locked up. Everybody seems to be okay. Maybe a little over-exaggeration for me. We're all right through here. Moving back through the crowd, seeing what's going on through everybody. Traffic flowing nicely on this track today. Lap 6 of 26. 20 laps left, folks. Glad you're here with me today. Lots of action, lots to talk about. As we're back on here with our leader, L. Stewart. He's doing a great job right now, driving a great race. We're going to see what tires they're on right now, folks. Let's see what tires they are one more time. Let's see their fastest laps. How about that, too? L. Stewart with a 131.5 right now, but he does have a penalty. Gavin gets a 130.913 on the softs, setting that fastest lap of the day. Doing good right there. L. Stewart with 131.5. J.R. Elliott with a 131.7. Neil with the same time as L. Stewart with a 131.530 as well. Man's Not Bob with a 131.639. Jake with a 131.492. Coaster Star with a 132.0. Shade with a 131.9. Nozem with a 132.2. Yeah, we're having a good, tight race. Everybody's pretty close in there. LLCC with a 133. Chunky with a 131.6. He's definitely faster than he's able to show today. He had a hard beginning of the race, and a few incidents there cost him a lot of time, but he's doing pretty good to get back into it. And same thing with Gavin. Gavin with a 130.913, fastest lap of the day on those softs. Down 11 places from his start. He had a mean incident with a wall and 8 walls, so hopefully he can get back into it. Lots of penalties for Chunky and for Couch. Not having a great day. Let's see what tire everybody's on. Gavin's on the softs. 2-lap-old softs right now. We got most everybody on the mediums in the same amount of laps, but the guys in the back who have had themselves a couple little scuffles or kerfuffles, they've got themselves into the pits at least one time. Jake with a 3-second time penalty for jumping those lines, not following those traffic laws, and whoa, he's battling hard with Man's Not Bob right now. Jake, as we call him in the Gran Turismo sector of ERL, the Minister of Defense over here, showing that he's got it just the same in F1, making it hard for Bob to get around. Really will shut the door on you, but make it clean as he can as he goes through. As they squeeze down, locking tires through that corner there, heading the sharp. Oh, Jake gets sideways. And Man's Not Bob does squeeze through. Can Jake continue the pressure and get it back up on top of him? I know that was definitely a slide that he wasn't trying to have, and he'll probably be kicking himself a bit for it, but he's not far off Bob now. Can he continue on? Does he have better battery? No, he does not. They have just about the same, so there's really no advantage for either one of them right now, other than the fact that Jake may have draft on him. Sorry, I had to take a drink there, guys. But Kosasar are on the backside of Shade. They're about to have themselves a battle as well. As we look back up here towards first place, L. Stewart's not far from the guys behind him who are really trying hard to catch him. And Neil's doing a great job in that Alpine, keeping it tight on the backside of J.R. Elliott. Man, guys, these guys are putting on a good race right now. There's battles all over the track. Everybody's got themselves a battle buddy, if you will, and they are really putting on a good show. Great work from everybody to respect the space and really do a good job on track so far, guys. You're doing a great job. 8 laps in, no major incidents other than a few maybe in the beginning. So far, what a battle. Everybody's having a great race. I know Chunky's doing his best back here to run away from Gavin as Gavin keeps trying to close that gap down on Chunky. Chunky zooming through those S's like a man possessed. We got a caution in Sector 3 back here. Something happened. Not quite sure exactly what. Maybe on that front straight. It's on that front straight. It's a car in the pits. It's Brian. Brian is DNF'd. Caution sector 2 and 3. That's somebody. That's a Mercedes. Is that Gavin again? It is Gavin again. Off track. Does he pick up damage? I'm unsure, folks. Sad to see another time off track, and he does. Whole front wing missing off Gavin. His couch is coming up quick on him now. Nothing he can do. Nothing he can fight about it. All he can do is hang on and try to get back to the pits one more time and hope his Mercedes team has another front wing for him to put on. As Brian is out of the race, but still on track, it looks like right now. Look, a Panda coming around the corner. An LLCC up here, so Brian is out of the race. It's 2 DNFs, guys. Sad to see it. I hate it always. Don't like seeing it. Everybody likes seeing everybody finish the race. Gavin limps it to the pits. Can he get it fixed? Can he make it back out on track as we have a switch for the lead? J.R. Elliott does switch on Stewart and makes it over. Can L. Stewart get his lead back as he's led almost this whole race so far? Finally falls back into second place from the beginning of the race to now. Started pole, he has led everyone. We got another penalty or another caution flag back here as Nozem's got dirty tires and definitely went off somewhere. Look, he's got a rear wing still and he's got a front wing still. It's looking like maybe minimal damage if anything. So dirty tires, get those things cleaned off and get back to it. As Gavin looks like he's going to make his way back out. They had another front wing for him. He's got to avoid people, get himself a good space. He's back out cleanly. He's back out cleanly. Ralphie is out of the race as well. Another DNF. Ralphie is done. We are having our first safety car at lap 9, folks. First safety car at lap 9. Nozip goes in the pits. Maybe had a little bit of damage. Some people jumping in knowing that, hey, we have an opportunity here. Maybe we go ahead and take it. Sad to see Ralphie out of the race too. That's 3 DNFs so far due to some kind of incident. Rough business. But we're going to have a safety car. It's going to bunch us all back up again. We're going to get back going for at least, maybe let's see 10 more hot laps of racing before another safety car breaks out. Hopefully no more safety cars this whole race. That'd be 16 fast action laps, everybody, here at Silverstone. I am Smack Attack Mac. This is ERL F1 Series Wolfgang tier. We have another tier as well, the faster tier, so you would say maybe. Go on past them, Chunky. That does not involve you. Good job hitting those brakes and thinking about it, though. Way to respect that safety car, buddy. You got the wave on through. I am Smack Attack Mac, and I enjoy being here with y'all every single Monday that we do this. The F1 season is about to get hot. This is the preseason. The next race will be next Monday at Spain. Enjoying that wonderful GP. And I will be your commentator once again there. Loving every single second of it. As Chunky gets around the track nice and easy peasy now. Who's he got? He got Nozem behind him. We got L. Stewart back in the lead. Coming out the pits, White. J.R. Elliott does steal it back. L. Stewart will come out in second. Looks like Neil will come out third. Man's Not Bob fourth. Jake fifth. Shade sixth. Kostasar seventh. Chunky has not pit yet. He is still cruising around the laps, doing what he does, and he dives in the pits. Nozem goes around. Does not need to pit. Already did it, I believe. Same thing with LLCC and Panda. I eat your couch with 0 lap old mediums. Back here a little bit further back than everybody, but still can catch him by the time the safety car is done with. Not sure if he'll get Chunky in that time, but we'll see. Gavin also may catch up to the back of this safety car by the time it goes back in. I'm not sure how many more laps it's going to do. You never know with these safety cars. Usually 2 or 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. As Chunky does make it back out before Couch, that's not really going to matter too much because they're all going to get bunched back up on that safety car. But these guys back here do get to go faster than everybody else because they're still trying to catch that safety car before it makes it back to where it says I'm going in and I'm done. Racing screen, go, go, go. You know, you got all this time to catch back up. See the train that's built up here. This is the train we've got going on right now. They seem pretty respectful of the safety car, and everybody seems pretty respectful of everybody else, and hopefully no damage to anybody will be done during the safety car time. Hopefully people can give that space and understand, like, hey, this is the safety car, it's for a reason. Take your time, be cautious around your fellow racers. You got it. What a show we've got going on today, though, guys. It's been a good one. I'm enjoying every second of it. We have been rip-roaring. We've got 3 DNFs, 3 bad accidents, and maybe even more than that. The beginning of the race was pretty wild, and lots of action all over the place. Safety car is going around at least one more time, so these guys do have a chance to catch up to the backside of that safety car. As we watch that camera sky view, we do the dancing down the straights. Chunky has almost caught up to the back of the pack here in the safety car, and Couch has also almost caught up to the back of Chunky, which uninterrupted racetrack for all that time and knowing that everybody's going slower than you could definitely bring you a bit of confidence in the fact that you could catch up to everybody. Doing a great job right now, though. He is almost there. They are going to definitely catch the pack before the safety car goes in. I think it may be in this lap, so we will see how this restart goes. Hopefully not too wild, not too crazy, but we are here, folks. We are almost all bunched back up again. Gavin is a little bit further away, but he will probably reach the rest of the pack as well. So we'll have a 13-car grid taken back off when this thing goes live here in just a moment. And I'm not sending you to commercial. You're going to sit here with me because we don't have commercials here at the ERL live stream F1 series. Safety car in this lap, and I called it. I'm getting better at that. And we bunch up here on track. Everybody bunches up and slows down. J.R. Elliott's leading the pack off. He's warming the tires up the best he can. And looks like we are back underway. We are going. We are flying. We are cooking. We are gone. We've got stuff mixed up already. Can we stay clean? Can we stay green? We are green here at Silverstone Reverse, folks. And the front of the pack is doing what they do best, staying clean and staying away from each other. Running smooth and steady. Caution through sector 1. Little wiggle. That would be somebody off back here. That is Couch back off track again. And Gavin off track as well a little bit, but he hung on. Panda with sparks flying, but still hanging on. LLCC and Nozem. Oh, no, LLCC and Panda battling hard, and Chunky with sparks flying. Excuse me, I was off with my reading. There was so much action I couldn't read and talk at the same time. Chunky and LLCC battling now hard as they hit these S's. Head to the sharp. Woo! Sharp left-hander. Catching up the backside of Panda quickly. Panda's running away from him. He's catching himself a small gap. We're going to do the gaps right now. Not a bunch of space between anybody right now. We've got battles all over the track. We got a little bit of contact right there between Kostasar and Nozem. Let's see up here in the front of the pack. We got Jake in 5th, still holding on with Man's Not Bob running away a little bit, but Shade right there on his backside down that front straight. Jake makes the dive down in and holds on. J.R. Elliott has moved himself into first place and hung on to it. Stewart is back in second, Neal in third. Race Control LLCC 3-second time penalty for going off track somewhere. Couch still in 13th, holding on to the backside. Probably has a little bit of damage from that beginning restart there. We're missing a corner of LLCC, so he had himself an issue. Moved himself back to 12th, so something happened with him and Chunky maybe and Panda. We're not sure exactly what happened. Look, a Panda's got himself a 3-second time penalty. We got penalties all over the racetrack. Chunky without any right this very second, but commentator Curse may give him one if I keep talking about it. Trying to get on the inside of Panda, has to go outside wide into the grass. Dirty Tires setting him up for the next turn. Panda with a hardy defense. Holds on to that racing line. Costa Star still doing what he does, and he's sitting there in no man's land, keeping Panda at bay and trying to catch up to the guys in front of him. Knows him. Just on the backside of Shade as they battle with Jake, JH7 Racing, who's on the backside of Man's Not Bob. So we got a three-way battle for fourth right now almost. About to be a four-way battle for fourth if it keeps heating up like this. As Shade made a look on that inside of Jake there. Took a little peek down that inside corner. J.R. Elliott not in any immediate danger for first place. And L. Stewart holding on to second cleanly. Neal still in third, trying to look for a caution in sector 3. Something going on back here. Everything's good, it seems. Maybe a little wiggle from Chunky. Maybe a little slide from Gavin. Gavin does move up to 10th place. Panda is in 9th right now. I think Chunky and Panda were battling there. A little bit of something happened with Chunky. Sure, we'll hear about it later. Costa Star still in 8th. Northern in 7th. Shade in 6th. Jake on the backside of Man's Not Bob. Heavy. Really closed that gap in tight. There may have been contact, but I'm not sure. Doesn't quite look like it. Jake doesn't have anything broken on his car right now, and neither does Bob. Couch gets a 3-second time penalty. Once again, up front, J.R. Elliott still holding on to the lead with L. Stewart not far behind at 0.3. Neal 0.4 back as well. Man's Not Bob 2 seconds back. Falling back just a little bit, being a cork in a bottle to Jake and Shade. Shade on those mediums, I know he'd like to get around with the tire advantage he has. But these guys up front aren't making it easy for him, and they're definitely holding off and wearing out those mediums quicker than those hards are wearing out. As you can see, the grip advantage Shade has. He can make those turns and get down on the inside there, but it doesn't help him at all because he gets on the outside for the next turn as Jake gets that nose in and gets gone. Man's Not Bob still holding on great, keeping Jake at bay and holding on to that 4th place spot. Right now we'll bop back through a little bit here and looking at Panda, who's trying to catch up to Costa Star, doing a good job. See a little bit of tire smoke up front from the locking up of the brakes. Panda does not lock them up. He keeps smooth and goes through. ERS is on. Does he enable it? He is harvesting. Chunky is back just a little bit, and Gavin is catching Panda with a passion. Panda has DRS enabled. It is back off for the corners as they head to these S's. Zooming through the S's. We are on board with Shade, who is sitting all alone right now. Not too far off of Nosem. Man's Not Bob and Jake have switched places. Man's Not Bob going back for the pass on Jake. Can he keep it? Can he make it? He does. Oh, goodness. Jake goes back on that inside. They lock wheels. Man, Bob's got the inside here. Jake on the outside has the better run. Bob slides. A little sideways in the grass. Does not make any collisions. Holds on for a good rejoin. Does good to rejoin safely and cleanly. I know it's frustrating. Dirty Tires. And LLCC catches him and passes him on the outside. Man's Not Bob does have a slide there. Got off the gas in a sketchy situation. Did a good job not to lose it too bad or collect himself into a wall. Neal with the fastest lap of the race for second place right now with a 1:30.082 on those hards. That's fast. L. Stewart moves back to 3rd place. Maybe he's waiting, doing a patient long con strategy, waiting to the very end to make his strike. Building up a bit of battery. Who knows? Jake in 4th place now with a 4-second gap. Back to L. Stewart. Not looking good for him to catch, but he's going to keep trying. Shade not far off of Jake, making it known that that 4th place spot is hot. and contested. Knows him, knowing if any mistake happens in front of him, he's right there to catch it as well. Costa Star 1.3 back off of Knows him. A little too far to make a move, but too much wiggle and too much action up front could get him back into the pack up here, and a battle for fourth place could ensue. Panda not far off Costa Star either. Panda really would probably like that 6th place, and he could get it if he pushed hard enough. Getting that inside look. Doesn't take it, but definitely holds on for a moment. Trying to get a good run out of this corner. Good exit. Can he get it? Gets on that power. Does a good job out of the turn. Enables that ERS for a second. Back to harvesting. Takes the corner about flat out. And he slams those brakes on hards. Dodges the tire smoke to see what he can. He is on the backside of Costa Star, so tight right now, ready to get him at any moment he could. One wiggle and it's all it takes. These positions can switch up quick fast. Back up front here with L. Stewart, Neal, and White. J.R. Elliott. Chunky with a 3-second time penalty again. L. Stewart falling back off a little bit on those hards. Maybe not his best tire, but still not far off. He's just barely out of draft reach. As the leaders start to battle for 1 and 2, it will definitely bring him back up to them, and that'll be a hot 3-way battle for first place, as Jake is 0.9 away from Shade right now, proving that he is in a bit of a class of his own in that regard. Shade on 7-lap old mediums may have picked up the fall off, but Jake a little bit off track right there. Catches some dirty tires. Hopefully that doesn't affect him in the next coming turns and he gets those tires cleaned off. Does enough wiggling. Knows him, sees Shade and would like to catch him. Is doing all that he can too, with Costa Star in the shadow of Knows him. Panda not far back off still of Costa Star. Sure, I'd like to see him battle for 4th place with Jake, but right now he's doing a good job in 8th. Gavin looking for the inside moves, looking for the outside moves, looking for any move after having such a rough beginning to this race and being taken out and losing the whole front end of the car and pitting and making it up again. And oh, Shade with a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pits. That is rough right there. You can't beat that. LLCC catching up to Man's Not Bob, who had himself a horrendous spin and almost decided he wanted to eat the wall, but he did not. Couch a little bit further back off of LLCC than LLCC is off of Bob, so Shade's coming out the pits again. He'll be in last place on those new mediums. We've got 7 laps to go, folks. 7 laps to go. I was seeing action and stuff building right here, so I was getting a little bit nervous. We got Gavin, Chunky, and Panda in a hot battle right now. Panda takes the back. Gavin falls back behind, but Chunky's right there to make it. Woo! Put the contest on that bumper. I tell you what, he is here with the contest. He said, hey, buddy, I'm in this mix too. Guess what, partner? As Gavin gets the run on the outside, does he keep it? Oh, a little bit of tire smoke up front. He had to lock him up, and so did Chunky. It sounded like from behind. Man's Not Bob with a 3-second time penalty, as Panda's still hanging on, and Gavin has to fall back off a little bit. I think there's a bump involved, but no damage to Panda. Panda's catching up to Costa Star, like I said, with a little bit of battling happens. It'll be an interesting race with 6 laps to go. Here we go, folks. 3-second time penalty for Gavin behind. Gavin falls back 2 places. Falls to Chunky 1. Chunky moves up to 8th. Chunky's trying to catch up to Panda. How's this going to go? It happened last time, and Chunky ended up spinning a little bit, sliding, having himself an issue. Jake in 4th place right now, doing a good job. Really has held on to it and found himself a groove. He is 2 seconds up at least on Knows him. But 3 seconds back off of Neal, who's fell back to Stewart, so something happened up front here. But White, J.R. Elliott still holding on to first. We have got 6 laps to go. About to be 5 laps to go. Coming to the end of this race, it's been a hot battle through the whole thing. Shade's on the best laps on the track, but it's not going to help him very much being so far back. Hopefully he can catch up to I Hate Your Couch and LLCC, who both had hard races. We've got penalties all over the track, and everybody's almost got one except for 4 drivers. So it's been a heck of a race, folks. I'm glad you're here with me on this Monday. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. We're hanging on to Elliott here for a moment. Stewart's fell back off of him a good bit, but Neil's right still there. Jake's a little too far back to do anything about it. Chunky with another penalty. Knows him, has run away from Coastal Star a bit. Chunky has overtaken Panda, but at what cost? That penalty is going to get him. We're going to see all the penalties we got today. Lots of them across the board. And I got to watch these battles, guys. These battles are hot and heavy. Chunky goes wide and slides. Panda makes the move on the inside. Takes it. As they go to the next turn, Panda has the setup. Panda set up to take the inside. Chunky goes outside wide. Has a bit more speed exiting the corner. Behind them, Gavin is not far behind. Manzaw Bob's out of action range. Panda falls back to Chunky. Loses power to him or something there. Still hanging on. Not far off the back. Chunky doing everything he can to put the power down and try to run away. Not working for him too good. Panda's going to catch back up here in this next curve. Panda's at 48% battery. Chunky's at 10. Panda's wide. Hangs on, but wide. That grass has been mowed, Panda. We do not need more. The asphalt or where cars go. The tarmac. Panda runs it. Enables all that battery he can, trying to catch up to Chunky here down this straight. He's closing that gap down. He has the advantage. As I know Chunky doesn't have any right now and is pretty much just building. Panda goes deep into the turn, but it kind of pays off. Hey, Corsa Devila, thank you for joining. Coastal Star still a ways back off of Nosem with Jake nowhere in sight. The Panda between Chunky and Panda. They surely are, man. They surely are. I'm glad my stream quality is good enough for y'all. I'm happy about it. Glad to hear it. We're going back to the field a little bit here. Our hottest battle right now is truly Chunky and Panda. And this front battle is a little bit spread out. I would say J.R. Elliott's running away with the race. He's doing a good job right now. L. Stewart doing a good job holding on to second place. Can't fault him for it at all. Thank you, Apex, very much. Neil is running in third place a little bit further back than he'd like to be off of Stewart. Knows him. Nowhere in sight for Jake. Jake all alone, no man's land, catching a glimpse of the backside of Neil. Can he catch Neil before this race is over? Oh, something happens to Nosem. Coastal Star moves up on Nosem, takes him over in the first, or not the first, these corners back here on the backside. Panda falls back a little bit to Chunky. And Gavin right on the backside again of Panda. Manzaw Bob's still too far away to make a move, but Gavin is here now, knowing that it is not over with. After all the thrills and spills Gavin has had, he is still in this race. Definitely in the top 10 finish, doing a good job. Shade back in 13th place with 13 seconds of penalties. That is rough stuff, everybody. We will see what these tires are looking like. Penalties are rough, but we'll see the tires to see how they're doing on these. Oh, we got a battle right here, guys. We got Nosem and Coastal Star battling for 5th place right now. Nosem takes it back right now. Coastal Star hops back to 6th place as Chunky gets closer, creeps in. Panda falls back a bit. Gavin's still too far to make a move, but definitely closing in right now down the straight as he's got the battery engaged. Catches up quick to Panda and on the brakes late. Hangs on to it, doesn't help himself. Has to. Oh my goodness, Chunky with a massive slide. Chunky with a massive slide. Was doing a great job to catch up to everybody and just lost it. Completely went sideways. Good job to not induce a safety car. Good job to keep it off the wall, Chunk. I know that's just heartbreaking, and I know that just crushed your dreams. And I am there with you, man. I've been there. It's horrible to see. Get with it, man. You still got 10th place. You can do better. See if you can catch up to Bob. What a race you've had, Chunky. All the adversity you fought through. Great job, man. Everybody else up here still having a great race. Panda hanging on to 7th right now. Highly contested. Costa Star and knows him. Definitely getting a little bit of a gap right now. Costa Star getting a gap over Panda right now. Jake is catching Neil just a smidge. Still has fell back since last time I checked on him. But L. Stewart, like I said, is he going to pull the long con and wait until he can wait no longer? He is catching up to J.R. Elliott as this race gets closer and closer to the end. Shade and Couch locked in a battle for last place right now. Who can do what? Who can get the advantage here? LLCC all alone, no man's land. Chunky all alone, no man's land. Man's not Bob, nobody around yet. Panda, nobody around yet. Knows him, still not close enough. We're going to hop up here. White J.R. Elliott, he's running it still. He's got a 0.6 gap. But L. Stewart's making it close. 2 laps to go, folks. Coming to 2 laps to go. We are at a 0.6 gap between 1 and 2 with 2 laps to go. And back in 4th place. 4th and 5th. A good gap. But 5th and 6th. Tight. Jake doing a great job locking down 4th place. As L. Stewart falls back a little bit further. Off of J.R. Elliott. We got 2 laps to go. Knows him thinking about a pass. Thinking about what he can do on Costa Star here. He's got 2 laps to think about it. Really and truly, he's got 1 lap to think about it. And he's overcooking tires going into turn 1. Or turn 2, excuse me. Chunky got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'm so sorry, Chunk. As L. Stewart has made this battle for first place the hottest it can be with 2 laps to go. Actually, 1.5 if you can even call it that, folks. We are getting down to, he's a bit wide. L. Stewart's wide. Everybody's wide. We got a lapped car up here, I think, too. Maybe not. Nope, we do not. Excuse me. L. Stewart, can he get him? He is too far back right this very second, but they've got 1 more lap and a few more curves. As they hit these last curves, they're hitting the last lap. White flag is out. White flag is out in 3, 2, 1. White flag, last lap, folks. Turn it on now, get it going, stomp it to the floor, pedal to the metal, make it what you got. This is it. Last ditch efforts. Do what you can do. Don't take anybody out, but man, give it all you got. 1 more lap. Show them what it's made of. Take the money to the bank and drop it off. Here we go, folks. Man's not Bob, trying his best to catch up to Gavin on this last lap. Knows him, doing his best to catch up to Costa Stars. Not happening, I don't think. L. Stewart trying everything he can to catch up to J.R. Elliott. J.R. Elliott doing an amazing job driving his race as clean and as stout as he can. Taking that line with no wideness to it. Holding on nice and smooth. L. Stewart does close the gap down to 0.4, but it doesn't help him into the next turn. 0.5. As J.R. Elliott does get a better run out of the corner, it looks like he's going to have it. He's got just 2, 3 more corners, and he's got this race. And that will be our preseason race, folks. We still got more to come. As we go back to the field, this last lap battle. Pretty crazy. Back up here to the front. Let's see what's going on. It's 0.5. J.R. Elliott running to the line. I think J.R.'s got it. J.R. Elliott taking it home for the preseason race. First. Second, we got L. Stewart. Third, we got Neil doing a great job bringing it home in 3rd place. Jake, J7 in 4th. Costa Star in 5th. Knows him in 6th. Our 2 penaltyless guys. Good job, y'all. Luca Panda in 7th. Maybe due to penalties. Gavin in 8th. Man's Not Bob off the track. No, 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 no! Holy. What a way to end. Well, that is preseason, folks. That is how it's done. What a race. So much action. So much fun. Thank you for joining me. I am amazed. I hope y'all are too. This F1 season's going to be wild, and it's going to pop off fast. I know the chat will be insane in the Discord after this, and I can't wait to see it. Y'all have a good one. I will bring you your You cannot park there. You are very, very correct on that, Jazz. I will go over the final grid here. Maybe not. Maybe it won't give it to us. But what a race. What a race. We saw a man get obliterated just like the signs in the beginning at the very end of the race. Race winner, J.R. Elliott. Fastest lap, chunky but funky. Driver of the day, says the game, Panda. Most overtakes, knows him. Cleanest driver of the day, Neil. Great job, everybody. Great job. What a race, everyone. What a race. I'm glad y'all came out to hang out with me. I enjoyed every single second of it. Our true final was J.R. Elliott in first, L. Stewart in second, Neil in third, Jake in fourth, Costa Star in fifth, Nosem in sixth, Panda in seventh, and I can't read the rest because it stopped and migrated hosts. So, sorry about that. I couldn't get it all out. Hopefully y'all saw it. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I will be back here next Monday when we hit up Spain for the official F1 season opener for ERL. I am Smack Attack Mac. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace, love, chicken grease. We are out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.